We're good.
All right, let's go. I think that IU song ended at the best time possible, right?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Okay, so I
oh
don't know
my
what they're doing
gosh,
right now.
this guy's so troll. He
Okay.
really wants it.
So, moving into the second game between Hawaiian Girls and D Challengers. Ooh, we have D Challengers on the blue side and Hawaiian Girls on the purple side if that guy will actually join his team.
Holy shit! He actually predicted. Nice.
Ooh.
Okay.
So guys, let's do a bet. Who do you think is gonna win this round?
I don't know. Like we need to see the picks, right? We need to see the picks. It's all about the picks.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's a noob. Gets wrecked. All right. Let's
Okay.
begin the league game.
So, moving into game number 2.
Indeed.
Do you have any favorite picks?
Well, this guy Nig Nog, the big Nog, is right now getting his butt wrecked. Like if that helps. Like,
Stop playing
any-
Pokemon Showdown. Come on. We're here for a job. Anyways.
all right.
And, okay, moving into the draft. So,
So what do we have here? Let's talk about. Wait, find
there's the
Roki.
Graves
Are you
band.
here?
Yeah.
there's the
Alright.
Master Yi band coming out from Team Purple. So, as we can see, Master Yi, probably very memorable just to them in general.
I think we
the
might
Graves,
see a
of
Jack
course.
fan this game, guys. We understand the Graves fan.
Udyr band makes sense too.
Ooh,
Udyr doing massive work.
yeah.
Yeah,
Would you
there's
do
the
more
Jax
back
band.
then?
Just respective bands for previous games, so.
Right.
Now, what would this third band be, do you think?
I honestly don't know. There's so much selection. I think, yeah. So meanwhile, Nig Nog, the big Nog, is getting his butt happily wrecked. Yeah, he lost. All right. Let's go into the game.
Okay.
I
But,
think it might be something.
ooh, Oriana is
Oriana.
out. Okay. So very specific
This is-
bans towards last game.
Yeah.
So that does leave
There's
some of.
Paris-
Oh, there's the Ari. Ari surprisingly banned a lot by Hawaiian Girls.
Yeah, I think these are teams that know each other playstyle probably. They probably know what they main. I think I was looking over the player profiles. I'm pretty sure one of the individuals in the blue team is a main at Ari, so this is probably all calculated.
Of course. So moving into the picks, what do you think is going to be pick for last game's Jax?
Uh,
A Vi.
They were looking for a split pusher. Oh, Vi is a pretty odd pick. But for a split pusher,
so we see
they-
the Vi lock-in. Haven't seen a Vi being played for over a year actually, so it's certainly something that's new. Do you think Vi has the ability to carry in games like after like in this current patch? I'm not sure if she does. Like she never seemed to have the ability to straight out carry like a Jax. Much
No,
more
she-
team oriented.
yeah, team.
Ooh, and Elise
She has
pick
some
up.
CC, a dash. Elise has been a pretty strong jungler. Except I think she kind of was nerfed, or the runic echoes was nerfed.
Yeah.
She used to be top tier, like #1 jungler for quite a while, but now that there's some other junglers moving into the meta.
Yeah.
Because
And guys, this is actually my favorite top lane champion. I'm gonna be honest here. Shyvana is actually like back when I main top, I played so much Shyvana. I'm
I
not
think
sure
it's
like
a jungle. That's a
oh
jungle.
no, you never know.
No, it could
At
very
least
possibly
top.
be.
Like Rohit, at least top. Does that make sense?
They're going to be
No.
switching around,
There
so
we go.
we'll have to
So,
see. But
Shyvana top.
there is the
Right, let's talk
Shyvana,
about
so
something. So
Well,
Malphite.
I used to watch so much Shyvana games back when Dyrus still played League, you know. I
He
watched
does play
every single
League.
Shyvana game. Like
he does play League. He might be bad, but he still plays.
does he actually? I
Yeah.
thought he quit.
He's probably like on right now.
Really?
Let me
Oh,
check.
oh my gosh, Rohit. Nice. Alright, so while Rohit's checking for Dyrus' online presence, let's talk about Shyvana, guys.
Never mind. He's
Nasus.
Oh my gosh, guys,
Oh,
we got
man.
a hyper late game here. Once again, Challengers feel that a hyper late game is much better. So I think, Alex, we all know what Nasus does late game, right?
Yeah, dude, the Nasus just melting people.
And I think it's actually really beneficial because I'm looking at the lineup for the Hawaiian girls. We're seeing a Nautilus being hovered over. Like that's probably not going to be legit, but at least Shyvana, in terms of damage for a tank, they don't really take down tanks. Shyvana does good damage against squishies, but not against tanks. At least
True.
her magic damage, her magic damage really kind of got reduced, as Rohi said from the Runic Echoes. And she was never one for like sustained magic damage either. She's more of a burst for the ADC, right?
yeah.
Caitlyn would be an issue to Nasus, and I see it. There we go. They picked the Caitlyn with the smite so that she gets the slow onto the Nasus. That's exactly why. And then,
What?
right, chilling smite. Caitlyn with chilling smite does so
Maybe.
much. Let's
Maybe,
be honest
maybe.
here.
Those echoes.
Her auto attack has actually more range than chilling smite. But have you seen the flash chilling smite Caitlyn engages? That's just so good. She flashes in, chilling smites you, and then 50 caliber nets back out, so you get double slow. Yeah, it's actually so
Oh.
broken.
Is this going to be a Teemo pick? Teemo ADC?
Oh,
Is this what we're
gosh.
going to be seeing?
Well, guys, remember we are in the back. We are in the best of 5. So if
Actually-
any team wants to troll, I guess it's their own choice, right? Personally, I want to see an Alawi. Like, come on, guys, let's get the tentacles all going everywhere. But no,
Yeah. Go, Rohit.
To be honest with you, Teemo can be played in any position. He can be jungler, ADC, support, top, or mid.
do you remember the days where Timo was made mid so much, where his shrooms wasn't nerfed? Oh my gosh! Like I remember, I would be an ADC. I would step on a shroom and die, like legitimately.
Well,
It's-
they
it's,
decide not to pick up Teemo. They take Vayne instead. A pretty strong late game hyper carry.
Yeah, guys. So I think we are seeing a very obvious strategy for G Challengers. Look at that. It's a Lulu Vayne. Like that's as like obvious as you can get. This is the late game hyper carry with the Nasus here support.
Looks like they might go Azir, but Azir has a very high skill cap. It makes him pretty good, but it's not very
High
good.
skill cap. Nice.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that the players here are like platinum or diamond, so I don't think so there should be issues with that. So if I'm not incorrect, this is a Nautilus support, which I like so much because for Vayne, she's great at dodging those CC skill shots, right? But when Nautilus presses the depth charge button, she's gonna get knocked out whether she likes it or not, right?
Yeah. We'll have to see. But in terms of the two teams, which one do you favor if we go into like a super late game once again? I think it's blue team I have to give the edge
Blue
to.
team, definitely.
Yeah, definitely
Well,
blue team.
I think ever since they changed Caitlyn, I think she's actually very viable for linking to her traps and the crit shot, the guaranteed headshot for the traps. I think that's pretty strong. Like as a Shyvana player, I'm not sure if she's changed, but any Shyvana skills really wants late game. And this Shyvana will be going for the challenging smite. I've seen that quite a lot in top lane, where Shyvana's build double smite. It's really effective for Baron and like neutral objectives. And it also does quite a lot of damage if she builds the what I think it was like Skirmishers played or something like that. I haven't played for
Yeah,
a long time.
skirmishers, challenging. Yeah.
Yeah.
But but as we can see, they have an Elise, and I'm an Elise main, and basically Elise can snowball lanes very hard. But the thing is, when as soon as you get to late game, it's like
Yeah.
Elise isn't a champion anymore. She's like a minion standing in the back with some CC. She has like her E, but basically it's gonna be a 4v5 as soon as it gets past like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I think in the mid game, Elise practically has the damage to one shot Vayne, if I'm not incorrect. And late game, she still packs a huge hit if she's going full AP. But then you have this uncomfortable position late game where you're like Elise and like, what on earth do I build? Do I build full tank or something? Like, it's
yeah,
a big question. And since you have the Nautilus on their team with Shyvana, you probably don't want to be building full tank. Then again,
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah, because you're already lacking in damage, right? They're just not going to dish out enough damage, and they're just going to get completely run over by the other team. So I really favor the blue team draft, and it's really up to their early game now. If they can hold it stable, not get ganked too easily, they should be fine. This game should be in their hands, so we'll have to see.
All right. I think, wait, all right. So Sharaf is actually playing a game right now, guys. Let's just take this time to acknowledge that Sharaf is playing a game right now. Interesting. He's been playing
Okay.
Jhin this entire morning. I'm not kidding. Like, I logged on this morning, he's been playing Jhin. Like, he's been practicing so hard for his one-on-one. Nice.
Gotta redeem himself in this 101, which is going to be starting tomorrow at 3, and the grand finals
I
will be
think-
on the 24th, so
I
look
think
forward to
Alex
that.
for tomorrow, I might cast Sharat's game, and then that's about it, right?
If you
Because-
want, sure.
I promised him that I'll cast his game, and that's about it. Oh, okay. No, because we all love you, Sharat. That's why, because we all love you. All right, so let's go. Let's head back into the game commentary, right?
Yeah. So,
I think there'll be a lot of early game picks by Elise though.
Yeah, her Elise level 4 is pretty broken. When she has a
Trying to
level.
snowball the lanes.
Yeah. I think Elise at any level before 6 is broken. Because I don't think so her 6 really helps her out that much. Rohit, like, does level 6 for Elise really help her out in terms of like ganking potential?
It doesn't really help, but it's later in the game, like mid game, you do have a lot of items, so that helps.
Like personally, I'm excited for the Shyvana Nasus duel. I think Nasus is gonna get us like butt wrecked by Shyvana for the first pretty much like it's like one of those Nasus Renekton matchups, right? Renekton's gonna like wreck Nasus for like the first maybe 20-30 minutes of the game. But then when Nasus starts getting this like 500 Q stack, then you have this huge dynamic change, right? So actually, I play a lot of Nasus and Shyvana for me, and I know that if you get to 30 minutes in with Nasus, you already start doing enough damage to be a huge factor in team fights.
Well, I think Shyvana was nerfed, or they thought she was really good in the jungle.
Oh,
I
what they
remember
did to
that,
her.
yeah.
I don't know if they nerfed her this patch or last, or they're gonna nerf her next patch, but I think she will be nerfed.
Like, oh, she will be nerfed. Okay,
I don't know if she's nerfed yet. She might have been. I'm not 100% sure.
all right.
So let's talk about the summer spells for Shyvana, because she did pick up the Smite and the TP, and although I know she runs really fast with her W, she isn't like too mobile still, right?
Oh,
So
Shyvana's pretty mobile. Like, if she has her ulti up, she
Yeah.
should get out of pretty much any situation. Yeah, I understand what you're saying about the flash, but like since I never really like liked using flash on Shyvana myself back in like S4 and S5. No, I think S5 because that's when the new smites came out. Yeah, I don't think so. It's really necessary, especially when the name gets a Nasus, you probably need Ghost more than Flash. And that's something with Nasus. Nasus is running Flash and not Ghost. What can I say to that? Like Flash and not Ghost?
maybe for like if he has to go over walls or things like that, he's just
like you get the
Flash is
instant
more
heal,
reliable.
right?
Yeah.
But I kind of always preferred Nasus with Ghost. You would ult and then Ghost, and then lots of good stuff would happen for your team. Let's just put it that way.
I think Flash is better right now. I don't know how it was before.
Oh.
So, maybe we'll get another very intense and exciting game coming between the two teams.
Looks like maybe Vayne will be looking to take the jungle camp. Some
Yeah.
ADCs do support.
Because they get their level 2 really early, right?
No,
and then,
the
and as
rotation.
soon as they get the level 2, it's go time, right? So yeah. And I think
guess
that's
it's-
what the... I think if you start from blue side, your bot lane will always be slightly stronger because the bot laners for top side, if they are in a standard lane setup, they can't really afford to take the grub. Like Elise needs that, so they will be behind the XP slightly, only slightly though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually think they might have taken that. No, they're just ahead of CS, right? Because I was like, Caitlyn has way too much EXP for not taking that grub. So right. Oh my gosh, this is the top lane. This is the top lane.
Shyvana chasing down this Nasus, but
Nasus
Nasus
doesn't
just
really give
standing
a
his ground, but he is taking a lot of damage still.
Right.
And this might
Whoa,
be...
this Nasus, whoa, he thought he could have dueled that. Alright. I never, what? He didn't finish off that minion with his Q. Alright, I see how it is.
It's the leg, boys. It's always the leg.
No, it's just like, come on. Like, alright, I cannot say I condone that action, but I guess pro players have their own ways of playing Nasus. I was always a newbie Nasus player myself. Like, for me, but I think on the bright side, because Nasus came in with sustain and Shyvana had only the corrupting potions,
Yeah.
like, she probably ran out of her charges, which is why she had to back. And during that time,
Oh.
Nasus got a grand total of 6 Q
Going
stats.
on to the...
So,
At least chasing after that Lulu, but it's not enough. Did take a lot of harass, though, from middle.
I think Rohi mentioned, right, early game Elise ganks are very strong.
Yeah. 'Cause as soon as you hit 3, your E has Cocoon and Rappel, so you have a CC and a gap closer, and your Q is also a gap closer. And you
Yeah.
have some long-range stuff too.
So I think Elise should be, well, okay, she's hard farming and roaming, which is pretty good. That's what we usually see.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
nice
say-
Elise skin, by the way. Blood Moon Elise. Have to notice that. The normal Elise skins is so boring after watching it for a time.
So bot lane's getting pushed in pretty hard.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in top lane, they're just doing the same thing they had last time, where it was just equal trade, and I'd say...
Well, I'm not gonna say this is
Wait, but
equal.
Nasus is really low right now, hiding in his little circle. Well,
Okay, if he gets 1 Q on Shyvana...
the Vi's rotating
1 Q
up,
and
so
Shyvana's
he
dead.
should be fine. The Vi looks like he
Alright,
wants
now
to
it's
go in on the
Nasus backing.
Shyvana, but...
Oh gosh! Does Shyvana have flash? She does not have flash. Alex, you were right when you were talking about the usefulness of the flash.
There you go, there's your first blood coming out from the Vi. Very well played.
Guys, let's get this clear. Shyvana's mobile as Elise ganks the mid lane, but she needs to get her 6 with with full bar before she can get her dragon ascent, which is why dragon
Yeah.
descent, pardon me. Which is why once again, Pokemon and League of Legends, there's a move in Pokemon called Dragon Descent, and there's this move in League of Legends called Dragon's Descent. So, gosh, I'm tilting right now. Right, so she has 100 Fury. She can get out any situation, but pre-6 she only has her I believe it's her W. Yeah, her W to get out. So and burnout, like you need to put some levels into that before it really starts mattering.
Yeah.
If we look at the mid lane, Lulu's getting crushed in CS by the Azir.
Oh
She's
gosh,
getting-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she had to back like once at least, right?
She did have to back
Yeah,
because
but-
of the gank from Elise, right? And Elise has been constantly putting pressure on this Lulu. So I guess it's understandable, but still...
As we talk about the
it's a
Elise,
good
I
check.
see Elise right here. Will get spotted by the ward, so should not be a big issue. Now let's take a look at the bot lane. We kind of neglected that, right? Because it's mostly because these two bot lanes are, what do I say?
Not very.
What
There's not
Oh,
much help.
Shyvana going on the Nasus, and then backing off.
Oh, never mind then. We're going.
Oh, but
back
the
to
Elise is
top lane.
ganking onto the Nasus.
Better not miss the
and it's-
cocoon. Oh, hit the cocoon.
Hits the cocoon, and this should be the
That
death.
passes.
Wait! Oh!
Close.
Very
Then
close to actually taking the Shyvana with him to the grave. But it's not enough.
So yeah,
And you
that
could see there's low kill potential in this bottom lane because they have the ranges make it so that there's not much harassment or uh,
Yeah.
if Nautilus doesn't land a hook, there really isn't any engage or Thresh doesn't land a hook either.
I think I thought Vayne would have gotten pressured though, because Caitlyn pressured outranges Vayne by quite a bit.
Yeah, should have.
Azir looks to be
somehow they're around equal in HP. Well, no, I think that's because no, Caitlyn still has a cookie, and Vayne doesn't have one. So there we go. Advantage.
Oh, the
Caitlyn.
hook onto the Nautilus though, but Azir is here for the gank, diving under the tower, pushing the Thresh back, but the flash does make him sick, get back into tower range and be safe.
I
Wait,
think
but the
there
Vi's
was-
coming in with the knock-up and hitting onto the Azir, whose stuff is flying up everywhere, chasing after the Nautilus now. The Lulu did come in, and that should be a kill on Nautilus. Oh, but Vi wants to go for more,
and
going for this
on
Azir
Azir.
and the flash with from the Vayne, and that's a double kill. Going for
And a
your
return
ADC.
kill on Thresh, maybe?
But it looks like
oh, that
Caitlyn won't be able
is-
to finish the Thresh,
that
and this
Caitlyn
looks like a
was-
mistake. They might be
Yeah,
able
that
to
is a
pick up this
mistake.
Caitlyn. She did use up her launch
Doesn't have
thing.
flash. Doesn't have flash.
And there's the
Yeah,
jump.
that's
Yep,
dead Caitlyn too.
that's a dead
A
Caitlyn.
mistake. A rare mistake.
Very
She
bad
thought she could
mistake.
get Lulu.
But it's
Oh no,
just-
pardon me. She thought she could get the Thresh. Didn't get one.
Yeah, and now we have a 4-1 in favor of D Challengers. So once again, up to this intense game, and we see that D Challengers actually has a net worth advantage compared to the last game. I'm pretty sure they always had a deficit. Even
Oh no,
though
they had a slight advantage at times.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Nasus
alright,
ulti. Nasus
No,
looks
Shyvana has her ulti, so this could be
looks like he wants to
I
go
think if
for
Shyvana
this, but
ultis, Nasus will not be able to. Oh right, I guess not. I'm not sure how much Shyvana ulti does quite a lot of damage just from the descent itself, and then after you get the double tap in, I'm not sure.
oh, there's the Shyvana RT coming in and is able to pick off the Nasus. A misplay coming from that Nasus staying too much in
Yeah.
lane.
Wait. Now she ultis. Okay, I see how it is. So it's like, oh, I gotta do my damage calculation first, and oh, I can probably take him down. Let's go with that.
No, it was after the Nasus ulti wore off, right? And then she went in.
Well, it still gives you that permanent HP, right? So I don't really think so. Nasus ulti does much in terms of defenses until late game. So, well,
That's true.
I don't know. It's certainly Nasus getting bullied in lane, but then
Yeah.
as we all know, it's a Nasus, right? It doesn't really matter how much kills he gives up early game. If you just give him a space to do his Farmville game, like he can like come
Farmville.
back pretty hard. Yeah, for Nasus, it's all about Farmville. Like when
That
I
is
think Nasus
true.
is getting the Q stacks in, you know.
Yeah.
It's a mini game, you know. How much HP does this minion have vs my Q cooldown? What's more advantageous, right? Is it better to Q this melee creep and miss out the range one, or Q the cannon and miss out on both of them, right? So it's like
That is
it-
true, yeah.
And then of course, I love building a CDR first because of course that means that the game gets a little easier, you know.
Oh, and then
I think
Nautilus does hit onto the Vayne with the Elise
Yeah.
coming and jumps
that-
onto the
Right,
Vayne.
Nautilus
Is this a
followed
kill?
by-
Yes, that is a kill for the Caitlyn on the Vayne, and the Thresh should be going down too.
Yep.
Very nicely
that
ganked
lockdown
by
is so
the
broken.
Elise.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, top lane brawl again. I think Nasus lost this one.
Nasus is going down, but he did pop his ulti. He
No,
should be
no.
fine for now.
The problem is Nasus that he.
Oh,
he
but the
did
gank is coming from the
left.
Vi. Oh, but the Vi
ulti,
misses,
ulti, there we
and
go.
there's the
There we
knock
go.
up. This should be enough to kill the
Oh
Shyvana.
my gosh!
Good
noob.
pick coming from the
Didn't
Vi.
give the Q stack to Nasus. Okay, that was a plus 6 Q stack. Alright, sorry. I got taken away there. Sorry. Me and Nasus is a very intimate relationship, you know, between Nasus and his Q stacks. You know, you have to give him his Q
Wait.
stacks. So,
When did they take the dragon?
they
Missed
took
it.
it some time ago.
Was it?
During
Oh.
the first duel between Nasus and Shyvana. Look at this.
Oh,
Nasus only has
yeah.
105 bonus damage on a siphoning strike. That's actually pretty decent, let's be honest. But still though. Ah. Ooh, yeah.
Shyvana TPing in.
GTFO.
So taking a look at net worth right now, we have the highest with the Shyvana actually for Hawaiian girls, and then the highest being on the Vi for D Challengers, and Elise currently chasing down this Lulu, gets the stun off.
That's
Will not be able as the gank from the Vi comes. Maybe this is pick on the Elise instead, and that is.
Yeah. Okay, Alex, I have to note something. the jungler that was hyper carrying the Jax last game is the same jungler which has
Same
4
jungler.
skill scores 5.
It's the very same jungler. In the meantime, we have bottom. The Thresh all comes out. Vayne is really low. Same with the Nautilus. And it looks like both teams will disengage.
Yeah. And I think, Alex, that was the same jungler which got like 9-0-2 as Yi last game when we first commentated that one,
Yes,
right?
it is. It's their captain. So,
All right.
expecting
Nice.
good plays coming from him, yeah. But so far doing an amazing job on his team, really helping with these ganks. Very
Yes.
crucial.
So it's
Coming-
important to know
crucial
that
timing as well.
Vi early to mid game does a disproportional amount of damage. Like late game, it really scales off, but like early game, when her wall breaker hits, like her vault breaker does like 250 damage. I think at this stage, I'm gonna have to check right now. But it's her base stats are like great enough that she can do like really disproportionate amounts of damage.
It looks like
Venting blows, right? Gosh, that's so broken. Oh sorry, it switched out, but I think it was like 7% HP each hit. So
The
yeah.
Azir right now hiding in a bush, but doesn't know he's been spotted out. The Vi going in for the Azir, but the hook onto the
Chi
Vi.
comes down.
The Elise rotated as well, finding the Lulu on the way she came. It looks like they're
Yeah.
going to change their target for the Elise. Ooh, disappearing.
Rohit's crying inside. That at least the 1, 2, and 2.
Yeah, so right now we're already moving towards this mid game, right? You see that this Vi is really pulling their team ahead with a 500 gold lead. So
Rohit, what were you gonna say about Elise again?
Okay, so I think
Nasus-
Elise made like quite a few mistakes. Okay.
Nasus against the Shyvana. It
Oh,
looks like
Cusack,
Nasus will be
Cusack,
able to
yes.
finish the Shyvana
Yes.
off.
So
Well
we all
played,
take this
holding
time
on to the
thank
ultis.
Yang for giving +6 Q stacks for Nasus. It was the most charitable thing he could have done. Like if I was an enemy champion to Nasus, I would make sure he gets his Q stack before like he dies. Before he would have, right? It's called being polite about it. You know, you have to give him the Q stack. Let's be
Gotta
honest
give
there.
the handicap to him. So.
Let's be honest. here. The Q stack. Alright, but anyway, Rohit, the mistakes made by Elise. What was that about
So
again?
first of all, she didn't build the blue chilling smite. She decided to go tracker's knife, which I guess it's okay for wards. The thing is, you really want that slow on the chilling smite and the damage because it really helps out with your ganks, and your ganks are a lot better with the blue smite. I also
That's
think she's been mispositioning a lot of times in the team fight. Usually, you're supposed to try to split the team because Elise doesn't want to go 5v5. Elise wants to go 1v1, and the rest of your team goes 4v4. Because
Yeah.
Elise cannot do it. She's not a team fighter at all.
That's
So
true.
I
And
think
she
the
has been
positioning-
like, oh, at this moment we have the Shyvana stopping the Nasus. Never mind.
Alright. So it seems like this Nasus will be going. I thought he was going to like an Iceborne Gauntlet or something, but it seems like he is deviating his build quickly to a Spirit Visage, as he probably realized that Shyvana at this stage does actually quite a lot of magical damage as well, so not a bad build. 200 extra damage on a Siphoning Strike, guys. This is a ticking time bomb once again. Like
And
the
there
Jax.
goes the
Looks
top
like-
tower.
Top turret's down. Looks like Shyvana has a pretty big advantage though.
Really? Oh no, yeah. Back when the Wither's on and then come back in later.
1,000 gold for up on Shyvana. That's about half an item.
Yeah, that's true. But I think while Jax, I think last game what we saw was like Jax was limited in that he had like 4k gold, but no space to build an extra item. Nas is great in that like
Vi just
you can
finished
run
the...
unlimited
Dragon.
damage increase
Well, not engaged.
with his Q stats, right? And that's great.
So Elise just dewarding.
Oh gosh, Dragon's Descent into the Lulu. Lulu will Wild Growth out, but gets ulted by Azir, and that will be a dead Lulu.
There's... Yeah. So, right now it looks pretty well for both teams, pretty stable.
So, but when it comes to bot lane, Caitlyn is actually winning out over this Vayne, even though Vayne
Yeah.
has more kills.
Yeah.
Caitlyn actually has a lot of gold advantage. She has 800 more gold.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
looks like she's going to be dealing a little bit more damage. But Bane does have an item finished, while Caitlyn is actually holding on to a lot of gold, 2,300 right now.
But when she does go back, I think that's a completed Infinity Edge plus another half of an item.
Yeah, like Zeal, probably.
Yeah. So when she comes back after her buy, her headshots will be doing quite a lot. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
All right.
so far-
I have to say, yeah.
Okay, so far we see that this Vayne is just playing much better than their sub last time, and it shows that this communication is much better. But anyways, go on
Wait,
to your
what was
point.
the sub last time? The Corki? No, it wasn't. Right?
It was the ADC sub. Yeah.
Yeah. Who was it? Who was it?
I'm not too sure. I don't remember.
Ezreal or...
Oh,
The Ezreal.
Yeah, I honestly, I kind of questioned that Ezreal. Like he wasn't doing the damage. I feel like maybe the team fights were too short. He didn't have the time to do his sustained damage.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But it feels like in this this game,
Oh,
Vayne's much more
gosh.
connected to the team. So, Vi moving on to the Azir, but the Azir does dodge the knockup.
You know,
That's
Bane is...
quick reflexes. Oh gosh, death charge on Vayne, guys. Let's take a look at that. I think that's dead. Oh wait, what? Did she
Flashes.
flash away from the trench line?
In the meantime,
Yeah.
going back
Oh,
mid, Shyvana chasing down 3 heroes.
Oh, Shyvana's square at 1v2 and 1v3.
Oh, and gets knocked
nice
back
though.
just as the Dragon's Descent comes out. But there's not enough damage for this tanky Shyvana.
Yeah, that
This hook
Shyvana
misses.
going
And
the locket build. That's a.
taking a lot of
Okay.
damage, but
I don't
then
know
they're
why
able
you
to
go
back off.
locket for Shyvana. Okay. So clearly we see that Yehang is being a very nice person and giving his team extra stats. But now he's going back into a Nasus lane without his ultimate. And with a locket that benefits mostly the team and not him. So
But I
and-
don't think
oh,
this Nasus will want to dive the tower.
Yes, this
or
Nasus
anything.
will certainly want to.
It's like mid lane, they take a tower and they put up their own.
Knowing
and
that
going
the
for second.
Shyvana has no flash should give him the opportunity to go in on the Shyvana.
Like to
But
be
the
honest,
hook onto the Nautilus,
Oh,
there will
right,
be no
yeah,
follow-up.
Nautilus.
Oh wait, now they're going under the Azir tower though,
No,
taking a
let's
lot
say
of
under
damage.
Azir's tower.
But
Yo,
that is fine for now.
gosh.
Zeus tower will go down soon though.
It will go
Oh
down.
yeah. I think it's like 60 seconds, and then like any additional damage you do makes it go down quicker. So yeah.
So Nasus is trying really hard to get this kill on the Shyvana, but
Oh
Shyvana's just a
wow,
little
that-
too fast.
No, actually no. Nasus is doing great job. Oh gosh, that's
But the Azir is rotating in, so he does need to be careful about overextending.
I think he hasn't gone in yet because he doesn't have enough mana to do a full combo. Yeah,
That
he
is
doesn't
true.
have the mana to even ulti. So, but now it's becoming a problem. He has already half completed his frozen heart. He's built the spirit visage already. As I say this, Vi
Vi's
will,
going
yeah.
in, the knock up onto the Shyvana under tower, and this should be a kill, maybe?
No.
No, it will not be.
See,
Living
thing,
off
when-
of 31 HP. But he
when
did not
Vi
want to
gets
dive
into the-
farther.
when Vi gets into the mid game, her damage scales off, and Shyvana actually gets increased stats from when she is in her dragon form. So yeah, that's why she wasn't able to finish it. I think it's like the 30 bonus armor and magic resistance or something that she gets from her dragon form. The doubling of her passive, it really helped there.
Looks like Baron
Was that a
is
steal?
gonna be up now. What?
The steal on the scuttle. From the Thresh, I think he hooked and he stole it. I'm not too sure. I didn't catch it fully.
It's
But
not too
anyways.
important though.
So guys, let's take some more time to talk about Nasus here, because you know, 327 additional damage, 330 additional damage on a siphoning strike. We're 20 minutes in, guys. Give him another 10 minutes, you know, and good stuff will happen. Like personally, I would have built a frozen fist. It really adds like an extra like 200 damage. Meanwhile, there is
A little
was gonna say-
scuffle in the river. Both sides
yeah.
of the river, actually.
guys.
Nasus
so I
is
think
chasing
for
down
now,
this Shyvana, but
I think we should leave the top lane alone because I've seen what happened. Shyvana dived in behind Nasus to clear out the minions and then ran back around him, while Nasus did the same thing. So I think they've settled into this peaceful farming stage. So let's actually take a look at the mid lane now.
so now we have the 5 members pushing down.
Four.
Alright.
And
Four
this gives
members
room for
pushing.
Nasus to push the top, but is it going to be enough just the 4 defending the tier 2?
Nasus does have TP, right? So it's
I
not a big
guess.
issue for him. And I think
think they have-
what? Oh gosh, that Q. That Q did like 500 damage to the tower. All right.
So
And
Lulu's
this is a
wave
dragon.
clear is good enough for them to defend turrets, so I don't really think they need Nasus down there. It just
It's only
can't
if they
take
start
the turret.
diving, yeah. And there goes the dragon. Is that number 3, I believe? Dragon?
No, number 2. Number one actually for
Number 3 in the game, but number 1 for the red team.
And I
Oh,
think
okay.
that's important. Whether
Yeah.
you get Dragon 2 or not, I don't really think that matters, but getting Dragon 1 is big. The plus 6% in all stats, especially if you draw towards mid to late game, it really matters.
Yeah, late game
Nasus
is-
meeting the
is
Shyvana in
dragon
the
is
jungle.
really
Just
And that
duking
Azira's
it
actually
out.
down to 40% HP, so I don't think so. He has the health to dive in to
There
do
goes
an
the red
Emperor's
tower.
Divide, so they're gonna have to see the
Oh,
way that
and
tower.
Nasus walks into the team, but he's so tanky that not much will really happen to him.
Yeah.
Oh, the Thresh hook, and there will
But
be no
Thresh,
follow-up.
however, is not tanky enough for nothing to really happen to him, so he backs away.
Okay, Caitlyn
Oh, and there's
almost
your
has
Azir
rapid-
tower.
Caitlyn almost has a rapid fire cannon finished, and as soon as she finishes that, her crit chance is going to be pretty high, and she's going to be dealing pretty consistent high damage. So she's already built her Zeal and her Shard.
Already a
she's
crit
already
chance of
doing-
40% crit chance already, so
Yeah.
And
gotta be
she'll
careful.
have extra range as well. So the extra
Yeah.
range will really help out in team
So
fights.
I'm thinking of that extra range rapid fire cannon headshot, right? That would do a lot to the team.
Oh, dragging the Shyvana in, but probably don't want to drag in the tankiest.
whoa.
The miss
Vi
from the
jumping
Vi.
in. All right.
Now on full retreat, the Nautilus is
Oh,
getting
gosh.
hit a bunch, but
That was
seems
a
like there's-
500 damage Q on Nautilus.
no serious commitment coming out from the sides, either side.
But it's worth noting, however, that blue team is theoretically actually losing out on this trade because Nasus is wasting his time hitting champions when he could have been hitting minions. And we all know what's more valuable.
Oh, Nautilus
you can
getting
get
taken down by the Vi. The Shyvana got hooked, trying to move in, and
Alright, get the Q
I think
stack.
that's
get the
where
Q
there's the
stack.
knock up, and
Q stack.
the Vayne
Oh.
takes the kill. Now
He-
Vayne
the
trying
Q
to
stack.
duke it out against the Caitlyn, but it won't be enough. Oh, the jump in from the Vi, and he's still alive from the heal. And this is a dive into the tier 3, and that's an ace. Well played coming out from the Team D Challengers, and it looks like they can probably take a tier 3 at the most. Maybe-
They could probably take the in. They got the in for sure. But Alex, I wasn't really watching the specifics over there. Did Nasus get a Q stack during that entire fight?
I
Nasus
don't-
didn't get a kill the entire
Oh my
fight.
He
gosh,
didn't get a
that's just
kill.
like if you are going to give a kill, give it to your Nasus, right? He's gonna get plus 6 damage on his Q for that. Like, think about it. That's so much more beneficial. I don't know, man. This is
In the
Well, I
meantime,
think
they
the
have to go
game's
blind.
almost over, by the way, just so you know. After this Baron, they won't
Yeah,
really be able to stop
after the
them.
Baron, I don't think they'll be able. Especially a
Alright.
good engage. Oh no, they're not going for the Baron. They're
They
gonna
don't
back
Baron?
first, I believe.
because the death timers are too
they-
small, and you
they-
see that the other
yeah,
team
that's
is
true.
already heading towards Baron.
And they are.
Alright,
quite
so
low.
let's take a look at the build from Vayne. We haven't really looked at her. So she's going the attack speed Vayne, the PD plus static shift.
Yeah.
What do you say to that, Rohit? I think they once did a calculation and found that attack speed Vayne with her silver bolts does more damage than attack damage Vayne.
I think the attack speed Vayne is better than going attack damage because the silver bolts really help with the tanks, especially with Shyvana and Nautilus on the other team.
Right.
If you don't have Bane on the team, then you really can't get through those tanks at all. But since she has her E, I think her passive was it, she can every third hit actually deals damage to them.
And then importantly, it's true damage too, which is why we're not seeing a lot of armor being stacked up. Like I think Shyvana right now has only if I'm checking right now, only 166 armor compared to 3,600 HP. That's like disproportional, right? If it was a Rammus, he would have had like 500 armor. So I mean, and you can't really make that comparison here, but it's still they're trying to itemize against the Vayne silver bolts by building more into an HP type of thing rather than armor. Not that it helps explicitly because Vayne silver bolts does percent true damage. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
it's still the best that they can do because even if you do percent true damage, you still have enough HP left for the other team to still consider you tanky, right? So it's a small victory.
Looks
But
like
I
the
think
top
the best way to really counter range is to like not let her scale up and go right into it, like go right for her. Although I'm struggling to see how they're gonna get that done though.
Yeah.
Looks like-
Cocoon,
So right
perhaps.
now we have a skirmish coming top and the jump in from the Thresh, putting him on the other side, and he will be able to make it alive right now in the back. But the jump
Guys,
in, oh, the
take-
shutdown
no,
on the
Vayne's
Vi,
position. Vayne's getting targeted.
and
Oh my
the lantern
gosh,
coming
save.
from the Thresh on the other side, keeping him still alive.
MLB
But the fight
lantern.
being broken into two. Shyvana chasing after that Lulu. It should.
But guys,
and then
Let us
the
take
Thresh
this time
should be.
to gracefully consider what our buddy, the dog, is doing in bot lane.
I don't think. Okay.
444 additional damage on his siphoning strikes, guys. This is, guys, I can't really emphasize it enough. Nasus is like a great champion. Let's get this down. Like a brilliant champion in terms of not split pushing, dueling, and farming. Right? It's great. Like highest CS count in the game. Are we
Is able to
surprised?
take down the tower, but this is really risky. He's getting pincered in by 4 members.
Oh yeah. Oh that too. All right, he might. Oh gosh.
He might go
I think
down.
He might get +6 before he goes down though.
no, he will go
Why does
down.
he switch? Why did he switch targets?
Cause at least
He got
Elise
kited
is out of range.
too much.
So I think he went for the ADC instead, cause I think he thought she didn't have flash. Well, that's an illogical assumption. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I'm not gonna try to figure it out.
No, it's because she went in the bush, and then the Nautilus was like smacking him, so he just changed targets.
Perhaps.
Looks like Dragon will be surrounded by both teams. There might be a fight over this one.
Thresh.
No. They're backing away. So.
Oh,
Dragon
wait, no,
three,
they don't.
4. Oh no, they're not. They're not.
Oh, and there's
no,
the pull
it's
onto
two.
the Elise. She jumps down, but she
That's-
should be going
that's
down.
not-
The
So,
Shyvana
okay.
walking in, but
I think it's
Might
at
get
this
caught
time
off,
where you're saying
caught out.
that Elise feels like a minion, right?
Yes. So
So
she
around
has
that
Rylai's for just slow, but she doesn't have much else. She's not really a big factor in this. And
That's
also, like, Azir, the mid laners are both not doing very well, except
That is
Lulu
true.
has a lot of assists, and Azir just farming.
this
Oh
Baron
my gosh,
should
that
be
Lulu
able
is
to.
really underfarmed. I just realized that. Alright, so see for this moment, most junglers would smite away the Baron, right? But I think it's better just to give the Q stack to Nasus. Oh my god.
Nope.
As I was saying, you should be giving the Q stack to Nasus, right? But I guess they're not too concerned about that. They're probably alright. So there we go. This is my favorite Nasus build: Frozen Mallet, Spirit Visage for the additional lifesteal stacking onto your passive, and the Frozen Heart. So it slows down the enemy team, slows down the people in the immediate vicinity of you, and it gives you the sustain to like fight indefinitely, and also get quite a few Q stacks in. Q hits, like Qs. Only 456. This guy needs to keep moving, man. We want to see that 500 by 30 minutes, guys. Like
Okay.
we're waiting for this. That's it.
It looks like-
There we go.
New mid lane,
Another
might
tower
be a
set
fight
up.
breaking up pretty soon.
But
Looks like
right
they
now, the
might- they're
team of
about to
D
fight.
Challengers is really split. Shyvana and Nasus being on bottom with the Vi rotating
So
in.
I think I remember the times
Just
where
two
you
members
used to
here.
do Triforce or Blade of the Rune King on Shyvana. I guess
Ooh, a
that's
lot
how
of
it's
damage
passed.
going, but the Nautilus does hook onto the Elise.
It's like
Another Elise, sorry,
Alright.
Lulu.
Oh my god!
And there comes the Vi coming in.
from
Long
the side.
range. And the 3 members are still alive. Just cleaning up. And there goes the
And
Azir. And then Shyvana, the only one left
Oh.
alive, whose Nasus is
And
just
guys,
taking
look at
this
the tower.
tower.
Look at this.
Oh.
pretty
blood.
much game.
Yeah. And
yeah,
they call
that's-
GG. There's a
that's-
surrender. And we'll be moving
Oh,
on
my-
to
that's-
game 3.
And guys,
1-1 for
Nasus only
each team.
reached 480 Q stacks. Like, but well played on both sides. And I think this is the first game, Alex, where
It's a 1-1
both
right
teams
now.
have actually won a game. You know that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah.